Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So, how is life? Hope you all are doing great. Today we are going to discuss about past continuous tense. So, let us begin. Students, we are going to begin the discussion of past continuous tense with the formation of the main verb. As I have already told you in my video of present continuous tense that in continuous tense the main verb is always in its present participle form, or we can say that ing form. That means ing is associated with the main verb. Okay, same way in case of past continuous tense as well, the main verb is in its ing form. That means if the main verb is go, then in past continuous tense it is in its ing form. Ing will be associated with the main verb. As I have already told you that when any main verb is associated with ing, then we should consider that it is in its continuous form. Let it be present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, or perfect continuous. Okay, so this is the formation of the main verb. So what about the helping verbs? We have already discussed about the verbs, but again I am going to tell you that in case of past continuous, we have two helping verbs. Those are was and were. Okay, was is used with all the singulars, and where is used with you and all the plural nouns. Okay, you is singular and plural both, so we have to use where with you and with all the plural nouns. Okay, so was is used with singular nouns and where is used with you and plural nouns. Students, the relationship between the helping verbs and the nouns has to be clear in our mind, because when we are going to use past continuous form of a sentence, the main verb has a part to play, but the helping verb, they have the important role. Okay, because with the helping verb only we come to know that they are in their past continuous form, because the main verbs are in the same form, whether it is present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, or any perfect continuous form. So it is to be clearly understood that these two main verbs was and were are used in past continuous form, and they are associated with the way I have already told you. Okay, hope you understand. Let us now discuss some examples so that you can have an idea how the nouns are associated with the helping verbs in case of past continuous form. For example, I was reading a book. Fine. So here reading, read plus ing. Okay. This is the main verb, but was is the helping verb. That means while we say that was reading, that means we can clearly understand that this is past continuous form. And I is singular, so we have used was with I. Same way, if I say you were reading a book. Fine. Here you is singular because you were reading a book. A book is read by a single person. So you were reading a book, but we have used were, which is the helping verb for plurals. But I have already told you that it is also used with you, because we don't know by writing you whether it is singular or plural. So it is used with both the singular and plural in case of second person, that is you. You is singular and plural as well, so we have to use were. If I write they were playing cricket. Okay, see here they is plural, so we have to use were, and the main verb play is in its ing form. Ram was traveling by a car. So Ram is singular. See, travel becomes traveling because it is in its ing form in case of past continuous tense. But what is the helping verb? Helping verb is was because Ram is singular. So in this way we use the helping verbs as per the subjects or the nouns. Okay, hope you understand. Students, let us now discuss the formation of the past continuous tense in case of three forms of the sentences. Those are affirmative, negative and interrogative. Okay. For example, Rahul was wearing a mask. Fine. So here Rahul is the subject which is singular. That's why we have used the helping of was. And where is the main verb which is in its ing form. So when we convert it into its negative form, we should add not just after the helping verb. So it should be Rahul was not wearing a mask. And in case of interrogative sentence, as we have already discussed, we have to bring the helping verb at the front of the sentence and we need to write the sentence as it is. So, was Rahul wearing a mask? See, in all these three forms, the main verb stays as it is. That is wearing, wearing, wearing. So, you just need to remember in all these three forms of the sentences, the form of the main verb doesn't change in case of past continuous tense. Okay. Let us now take some other examples. Okay. The students were playing football. Here students, it's plural form. So we need to use the plural form of the helping verb, that is were, and playing, which is the ing form of the main verb play. So in case of negative sentence, we have to write the students were, which is the helping verb, then not, were not playing football. And what we need to do in case of interrogative sentences, we have already discussed it, isn't it? So, where, which is the helping verb, we need to bring it at the front and then we need to write the sentence as it is. Where the students playing football? Question mark. Okay. So, in this way, we can use the past continuous tense in three different forms of the sentences. Hope you understand. Students, let us now discuss when we need to use the past continuous form of the sentence. Okay, past continuous tense is used to express an action going on at some time in the past. What does it mean? That means some action was being carried out. The action was continued. That's why we have to use past continuous form. In case of present continuous form, as we have already discussed that whatever is being continued is present continuous form. For example, I am giving a lecture. So, I am giving lecture, that means my lecture is continuing. That's why it is present continuous form of the sentence. Same way, if something was being carried out in the past, that means it was continuing. So, it should be in its past continuous form. For example, she was preparing for her test. See, in this case, preparation is a continuous form. Okay, so she was preparing for her test, that means in past. Her test might have been completed by now, but in the past, she was preparing for her test. It was a continuous process. Another example, they were living shifting here. See, they were living. That means it was a past action and it was a continuous process. Okay. Before shifting here, they were living in Mumbai. They were living for some years, might be. But it was a continuous process. So, they were living in Mumbai before shifting here. Okay. So, in this way, we should understand that the action should be continuous. Okay. It should not be just like he told me something. That means we have already discussed in the simple past tense. It is an action which is for a certain moment. Telling something is for certain moment, but if I say he was explaining about the situation, that means explanation is a continuous process. But he told me about the incident that is completed within a certain span of time. In another video, we are going to compare between these sentences and we will find how to recognize in which case which tense is to be used. Not to worry. Okay. So, in this way, we use past continuous form of the tense to express an action going on at some time in the past. Okay. Students, past continuous form of the tense is also used to indicate an action which had started at some time but had not ended when some other action took place. You need to understand this thing clearly. Because you can see that there are two actions. An action which had started at some time, it is the action 1, and but had not ended when some other action, it is the action 2. There are two actions in this case. So both are in the past tense. You need to understand that one action, when it took place, another action was still continuing. So the action that is in its continuation should be in its past continuous form. For example, someone knocked at the door while I was watching TV. In this case, there are two verbs. One is knock and another is watch. Knock is in its simple past tense while watch is in its past continuous form because it is associated with the help of was. I was watching, that means watching is in its past continuous form, but someone knocked at the door. So, while this action took place, while someone knocked at the door, at that particular moment, I was watching TV because that action was continuing. So, we need to use the ing form of the verb was along with the helping verb was for the subject I. I was watching. That means that action was continuing while the other action just began. Okay. Someone knocked. Knock, knock. At that time, I was watching television and I heard that noise. Okay. Someone is knocking at my door. So that's why we have used the simple past tense of knock for someone and ing form of the verb along with the helping of was for I. Hope you understand. Let us discuss another example to understand the concept. Okay. While we were sleeping, some thieves tried to enter our house. So students, in this case as well, there are two verbs. One is sleep, another is try. Sleep is in its ing form with the helping verb were because it is associated with the subject we, which is in plural form. Okay, and tried, it is the past form of try. So tried is in its simple past tense and sleep is in its past continuous form. Why is it so? Because when this happened, when the thieves tried to enter the house, another continuous action was being carried out, that is sleeping. So we were sleeping. Sleeping is a continuous process. So we were sleeping when some thieves tried to enter the house or tried to enter our house. So try is not in its past continuous form, but sleeping is in its past continuous form because it is a continuous process. Hope you understand. Students, let us now discuss the summary of the past continuous form, that is the helping verb and the form of the main verb along with the different subjects. Okay. So for first person, okay, second person and third person. Fine. First person singular is I and plural is we. Okay. We use was with I and were with we. For second person singular and plural both are you. So we use helping verb were. And for third person singular, that is it, he, she and all singular nouns, we use was. And for they, plural nouns, we use were. So in this way you can revise yourself by writing it down, and if you write it down, then you will memorize this in a better way. And the main verb is always in its ing form, that means V1 plus ing. Students, you can make a chart for yourself like this and revise it few times. Then you will see that it stays in your mind. Okay. Hope you understand. Students, today we have discussed about past continuous form of the tense. Hope you have understood all that we have discussed today. If not, please watch the video again, and if you have some doubts, please mail me on the mail ID that is given on your screen. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Just remember that in a student's life, you need to study, which is your priority. Why? Because if you study, then you gain knowledge, and knowledge is wisdom. So keep learning new things. Study properly. Study in a proper way. Keep revising whatever you learn. Enjoy your life and keep smiling.